Good evening friends, my name is B. Today I would like to share my experience, Kendriya Vidyalaya interview experience with all of you. First of all, I have reached Kendriya Vidyalaya, Gurgaon, Haryana at 8:30, the given time in the interview letter, and they allowed us inside the Kendriya Vidyalaya school at 9:30. And outside the Kendriya Vidyalaya school we waited for at least 1 hour, and after that they were taking biometric of each and every candidate attended there. So one by one they were sending, so I spent almost 1.5 hours there outside the school, and once the biometric is done, they gave us a room and they told us to stay there at least for 2 hours. Around 1:30 they called me for document verification. So they have checked all from class 10 to my Master of Arts. They have checked every document which I have written in my biodata. Even I have cleared Andhra Pradesh state eligibility test, national eligibility test, and also I have done my PhD from Sanskrit Tgt Tirupati. Now it has been upgraded to National Sanskrit University Tirupati. So they have document verification over around 1:45 in the afternoon. So they told us to go for the lunch. After lunch at 2:25 they gave us our biodata and whatever the documents we have given, and they told us to wait. My room number was room number 1, so I was waiting outside along with other 2 candidates. So around 3 o'clock they called me inside the room. So before entering, obviously you have to ask permission. So I asked them, may I come in, sir? They said yes. I went near them. I wished them good afternoon, sir. So they also said me to sit there. They told me to sit there on the chair. So I sat there, and they asked me my name, and they asked me to sign on a paper, interview paper maybe, I don't know. So I signed there, and after that I sat there, and they told me immediately to introduce yourself. So I started it in English, like my name is B. and I am coming from Bangalore, like this. Immediately they stopped me and they asked me, can you explain or can you introduce yourself in Sanskrit? Then immediately I started my introduction in Sanskrit like this. Mama nama bhuvasamudram giridhara aham Bangalore nagaratah agatavan mama vidyabhyasah राष्ट्रीय संस्कृत विद्यापीठे प्राक्शास्त्रीतः विद्यावारिधिपर्यन्तम् अभवत्. अधुना अहं जैन अन्ताराष्ट्रीय आवासीय विद्यालये कार्यं कुर्वन् अस्मि. आचार्यस्तरे स्वर्णपदकमपि मया प्राप्तम्. एवमेव, like this I told my introduction to them. Then they immediately, for example, they asked me, since I have done my PhD, they asked me what is Lakshana. So since I read Kavya Prakasha, so immediately I told Swasiddhaya Parakshepah Parartham Swasamarpanam Upadanam Lakshanam Chet Yukta Lakshana Shadvida. Like this I told them. Maybe the sloka is wrong, but I told it that time correctly. And now after Lakshana he asked, like Gangayam Gosha evam Kuntaha Pravishanti. These all are some of the examples of Lakshana. So I told them, and then he asked me, let me recollect what he asked. So after this, one of the person, maybe I don't know, head of the institution, he asked me, so since you are from South India, will you be able to teach in Hindi if we select you? Then I told, yes sir, मैं तो हिंदी में भी पढ़ा सकता हूँ. Then immediately they told me, एक मतलब what did you study in degree? Then I told Abhignana Shakuntalam, Raghuvanshah and Meghadutam, like this. Then immediately they asked me, can you explain a sloka writing on the board from Abhignana Shakuntalam? Though I know few slokas, I did not prepare well. So immediately I told them, sir, I prepared one sloka from Meghaduta, though it is Khandakavya, so I would like to explain that. Yes, immediately they accepted and they sent me there near the board. It is very far from where they sat. Okay, so then I started writing Vishayaha. First I have written Vishayaha Sanskritam, Slokaha. So I have taken sloka from Meghaduta, Purva Megha. Tvamalikya pranaya kupitam dhaturageshilaya atmanam te charanapatitam yavadichhami kartum ashraistavat muhurupachitehi drishtiralupyate me krurastasminnapi nahasahate sangamam naukrutantaha. So after telling this sloka, though I have written only 2 lines, they told me to stop and explain. So I have explained it in Hindi. They said very well. Then immediately I started teaching grammar like Tvam Alikhya. Alikhya means Rachanam Krutva. So Am ityupasarga purvaka likhadatu lep pratyaya evam kimartham upasargaha upayujyate. Now upasargena dhatukarto baladanyatra niyate. So when you add any prefix, the meaning of the word changes. So this is what I explained in Hindi also and English also. Then immediately they told me to stop and they asked me to come back. And one of the subject expert asked me, Atmanam, which vibhakti word, which linga word? Then immediately I told Dvitiya Ekavachanam. The word ends with na, Atman Shabdaha, and Atma, Atmanam, Atmanaha, Atmanam, Atmano, Atmanaha. So then immediately they stopped me. Okay, that's it from our side. And one of the subject expert asked me about my PhD thesis, the topic which I have taken. So it is Kavya Shastra Grantheshu Chamatkara Paramarsha. Then what is Chamatkara? It is Anandasya Aparapariyaya Anubhava Sakshikaha Jati Vishesha. This is how I explained. And I have written a big thesis, so they don't want to go deep, very deep in it. So they stopped me there itself. Then one of the panel member, they asked me what they have mentioned about languages in NAP 2020. Then though I prepared and gone there, so they will be starting institutes like Indian Institutes of Translation and Interpretation. So they said yes. Then they will be starting or standardizing some Indian Sign Language for the deaf people. So they said yes, we will be starting. Then finally I told that all central Sanskrit universities will be teaching, or they will become multi-lingual institutions where they not only teach Sanskrit, they also will teach other languages also. Then they said yes, this will be happening. Then ultimately I stopped. Then there my interview ended and they said well done, you can leave now. So this is what happened. This is how I gave my interview, friends. So I wanted to share it with you. So I just thought to share it with you. Thanks. Bye.